On the Graham Norton Show, Keanu Reeves talked about his new movie, The Matrix Resurrections, and a new clip of the Neo and Morpheus' scene in the dojo was shown during the program, and it shows some new interesting things about this training location. In this video, we will be analyzing this scene from Matrix Resurrections. Welcome to Matrix Explained.
Welcome to the desert of the real.
Thanks to our subscriber Hellseer Balthasar for letting us know about this interview on the BBC. The scene begins with Morpheus.
I know you because I know the only thing that still matters to you. I know it's why you're here, why you're still fighting, and why you will never give up.
It refers to Neo still fighting because what he wants is Trinity, and she is inside the Matrix. We had already seen this clip before, but there is something new here. When Morpheus hits Neo, the scene changes to the real world, where Neo is feeling the hits. Neo has blood on his nose, just like what happened in the first movie when he hit the pavement after failing the infamous jumping test.
I thought it wasn't real.
Your mind makes it real.
But another important point is that this confirms that the dojo scene happens in the construct, and not in the Matrix as we originally thought. We can see that in the real world, Neo is bald and shaved, but in the construct, he has his beard and long hair. We see that Neo's vital signs on the monitor are somewhat different from the previous trilogy.
I got a fibrillation.
Later, Morpheus mentions to Neo that this is his last chance.
Come on, Neo. This is it. This is your last chance.
At this point, Neo has his memories back, but for some reason, he has not been able to unlock his abilities. Maybe because the machines did something to Neo's body to suppress the anomalies code. But of course, this won't last long. While Neo is hit by the new Morpheus, there are flashes of some people surrounding Neo in the real world, but we cannot tell who they are. Then Neo clenches his hands in the real world, and then it is revealed that this is happening in the real world. Neo is on a ship. We can see Lexi, Bugs, Zeke, and 2 other red pills. They are all bracing themselves as the computer that Neo is connected to explodes. At first, we thought that this happens because Neo has compatibility issues with the tech since he is connected to the Matrix by his neck. But this scene reveals something fascinating, and that is that Neo is capable of overloading the machines that he is connected to. Neo not only has powers within the Matrix, but he can also now focus the energy of his body and overload this machine. How? Why? What changed in Neo? Although Neo had powers of the integral anomaly, we never saw him making use of these overcharging powers in the real world. Something did change in Neo. In the sequels, we saw him destroy Sentinels with his mind. This could have been done due to Neo's wireless connection to the source in the real world. But with the scene where the computer explodes, these actions can no longer be explained with a simple modification of software or a Wi-Fi connection. Neo now has real powers in the real world. The power to generate energy in his body and expel it. There is one Matrix 4 TV spot where someone who appears to be Neo is trying to use his powers from inside the simulation to the real world to incapacitate a Sentinel that is approaching him. Neo has superhuman powers in the real world. He uses energy against the Sentinel, and the scene of the exploding computer proves it. It doesn't matter if it's because of some wireless connection to the source or telekinesis. What could have given Neo these new powers? The first possibility is when Neo destroyed Smith. Neo was connected to Deus Ex Machina, where the machine transmitted a powerful energy surge through Neo's body to destroy Smith. So much energy was condensed in his body that Neo illuminated like a light bulb. The human body is not fit to withstand what Ex Machina did with Neo. That affected the regulation of energy in his body, causing Neo to now expel energy and use it as a weapon. The power to build up energy and discharge it, like removing an energy regulator. The other possibility is when Neo's body was modified. A few major modifications occurred in his body. The first is the restoration of his eyes, and the second is the new jack on the back of his neck. Meaning that not only Neo's body has been healed from the wounds he sustained during his fight against Smith in the real world, but that his body was further modified. This jack behind his neck could be used to connect him to a different simulation or to make him compatible with other machine technologies. There is also the scene where a ghostly figure leaps from pod to pod in the real world. If this is Neo, then his body is stranger than we thought. Remember that both Trinity and Neo died in the previous trilogy, but now they are alive again. The machines are experts at farming humans, so we do not rule out the possibility that they can heal humans or even bring the dead back to life. Now there is another important detail in this scene, and that is that Neo is connected to the construct, but we do not see Morpheus anywhere in the ship near him. Is he connected elsewhere on the ship? Or is it that this Morpheus is a training program and not the real Morpheus from the previous trilogy? Now before we go, we need to address something. Recently, more interviews and behind-the-scenes Matrix 4 videos were leaked online. From what we can tell, they are not sanctioned by Warner Media. These clips contain major spoilers of the movie, and as such, we will not be discussing these leaks or any other non-released Matrix Resurrections media until Warner releases them. For now, we will continue to analyze and post videos solely on approved released content. But do you agree? How did Neo overload and destroy the computer in the real world?
Tired of your cookies not coming out as you want them to? That they don't taste like how your mother used to make them in her kitchen when you were a kid? Well, we have the solution for you. Introducing Oracle's Cookies, made only with the best ingredients and benevolent intentions. Oracle's Cookies will make you feel like you're the only one who can save the world. So don't delay. Pick up the phone and order now. There is absolutely positively nothing suspicious about Oracle's Cookies. If you can't trust this face, who can you trust?
Take a cookie. I promise by the time you're done eating it, you'll feel right as rain.
For Matrix Explained, please leave a like and subscribe. And thank you for visiting the Desert of the Real.